Let me ask you this question. They do the top 100 bit for the NFL. Do you guys follow that stuff? Is that something you guys kind of all keep tabs on? Because if they did a top bit for, like, radio people, I would want to know if I was on it.
For sure. Now you definitely see it. Following the NFL page, it comes out every day during the week. So it's kind of hard not to follow it when you're following that page, but we definitely see it.
It's ridiculous, and I mean this, that you aren't on it. It's ridiculous.
Sure. No doubt.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you're one of the best left tackles in the sport, and for them to leave you off of it is probably just more ammunition for you, correct?
Already, for sure. That's how it's always been my whole career, so I know I'm just going to keep working, and one day I'll be there.
So how's camp been going so far from the standpoint, and as outsiders, we've made a big deal of it, as Brian Flores is here. We've heard how different things look. Now, you're not new to this team, but maybe new to some of the looks you're getting. What's it like going up against that?
Oh, it's actually challenging to seeing those different fronts and everything like that, because usually you don't see like the complex looks that Brian Flores puts out at us. So it kind of makes us think, and we know whenever we got to play like a regular 4-3 base team, it's going to be easy, and we're going to be flying around. So it's kind of fun to play against it.
Love that.
Talk about the comfortability that you have with your linemates. I mean, the starting five from last year seems to be coming back. You and Brian as the bookends, Garrett in the middle, and then obviously Ezra and Ed. So talk about your relationship with them on and off the field and how comfortable you are specifically as we start training.
Oh, for sure. I say from the bottom of the room to the top of the room, we're a well unit offensive line room. We all get along very well, and it's kind of fun playing with those boys. It's like the chemistry that we all built, and we didn't lose anybody really, and adding some new additions to the room.
Sure.
Everyone's we're competing, pushing each other to be better every day, so it's fun being out there with those guys.
How much does it change now entering your third year? How much does it change year to year in terms of maybe nuances to how the O-line either communicates or operates within the scheme? Now, second year with Kevin, adding wrinkles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the growth process of 2022 to now all five of you are back. It's kind of old hat, but there's these new little wrinkles. What's that like going into that room and figuring all of that out together, building on what you started a year ago?
Really, it's not difficult at all. Just having the group of guys that we have in our room, and then with Garrett running the show, he makes everything easy for the rest of us. And we're just following his lead, and he's going to tell us a little bit of everything we need to know, what that defense is giving us, and then we make our calls from there. So I wouldn't say it was too difficult, but we're definitely adding new things this year, and it's going to be exciting to see.
Love it.
Did you watch the Netflix bit with your quarterback?
I definitely seen it.
Man, a lot of the fans, I think, get to see what you guys see on an everyday basis, just how even keel he is. When you guys get into those huddles, and we all, obviously, the Bills game, you go through all the comebacks you guys had.
Right.
Man, it must be an honor to be – I mean, you guys knew all that before we got to know it, but what a leader you guys have in that guy to stand there in that huddle, never really gets rattled, and he just leads you guys down the field.
No doubt. No matter what the scoreboard says or how many hits he may take in or anything, he keeps his composure, and he leads us the right way we need to go. We love Kirko.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens in a few years to come, but, yeah, we love him.
Brian ONeill suffers that nasty injury towards the end of last season. How's it been watching him fight his way back? Through your first two seasons, you've had some nicks here and there, and so you know what it's like when you want to be out there so badly and you can't be with your teammates, and now Brian's kind of suiting up again, getting back into the mix. How cool is that for Brian?
It's definitely great to see him back on the field. We had him working out Indy with us in that night practice, and it's great to see the progressions that he's making and everything like that, and knowing that we're going to have him back. He's still been a leader in our room since the injury happened until today, so we love B.O. We can't wait to get him back out there with us.
I must ask you this. Now, when he went to Pitt, he caught touchdowns as an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to tell us everything. Can we see a touchdown pass with one of you guys? How are your hands? I see you guys playing catch before walkthroughs.
That's what we always talk about.
I think you guys got some sticky hands.
No
Let's
doubt.
get you guys in the end zone.
That's what we talk about all the time when we're out there playing catch. Maybe one day KO decides to draw something up for us. But until then, we'll be waiting and getting our hands ready.
They look in the backfield, and four's not going to be there anymore. So it's going to be a collection of running backs, starting with Alexander Madison, who's been here for a couple of years with you. And talk about the difference without giving away, secrets, company secrets. Talk about the different changes to the run game and how different it's going to look back there, even though Madison and Ham are back. Talk about a little bit the different run game looks that are going to be for us this year.
We're definitely going to miss Four, no doubt about that. That's my boy. But Deuce, Ty Chandler, those guys are ready to step up and play that role. And I don't see the run game falling off or any bit. I feel like we're going to have a great year rushing the ball this year, and y'all going to see what happens.
Now, as a fellow June 2nd birthday, I am a fellow June 2nd birthday, so now we have Wayne Brady, we have Lex Luger, and now we have Christian Darrisaw.
Yep.
Do you know anybody else that's famous that shares a birthday with us?
Nah, I don't.
No,
I got to go look it up after this.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
He's been waiting for an hour.
Yeah, he's
to
been
ask
waiting
that.
for an hour.
Yes. Because what happened was, so I looked on my Twitter on my birthday. I
Yep.
saw the Vikings tweeted a happy birthday. I was like,
For sure.
that's great. Our franchise left tackle has got the same birthday
No
as me,
doubt.
so that was great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were going to open the show with that, but we
Yeah.
decided to run against
Yeah,
it.
we scrapped it.
We just had Tatum from BEN on, and she made the comment, Nordo made the comment about how, like, calm. I get it's a walkthrough. We've all kind of been through walkthroughs, even though we never played. None of us played at the professional level. But there's something about a walkthrough. But you guys kind of have this kind of just calm, cool demeanor about you guys. Does that all stem from the head coach?
Yeah, I'd probably say that for sure. It starts up there with him, and then us being, like, just on the field. We're just out there just trying to work on the little things, and before we come out here with full pads and everything's flying full speed, we just try to come out here, whether it's make corrections from the practice we had before or we're putting in new plays, we're just trying to come out here and just work the kinks and everything like that, and then once everything's flying around, we'll be ready to go.
Can you give us a name of somebody you're looking forward to, like Nick Bosa? Who's somebody that you just that gets the best out of you, but gets your effort going and gets your blood boiling and gets you fired up?
Every pass rusher in this league,
Yeah.
man, definitely gets the blood rush going. But definitely the Bosa brothers for sure.
Yeah.
Know we get the opportunity to play the Chargers and the 49ers, and then definitely the Raiders, Max Crosby.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't had a chance to play against him yet, but he's
Yeah.
definitely one of the best pass rushers in the league.
How
So.
hard is it to go and prepare for different types of pass rushers each week? You see these guys like a Myles Garrett, like a Max Crosby,
Right.
like the Bosas. They all have different moves. They all have different ways of going. So, again, you're in the league a couple of years. How difficult is it to prepare for a different rusher week after week?
I feel like for me now everything's slowing down, and really it's just like you got to watch. You got to really be in the film room and know what you're doing and know who you're going against. Once you pick up on like different tendencies and stuff like that, you kind of know what's going to come, what rush he might be using here and there. So I feel like everything is slowing down for me, and year 3 is going to be special.
You know, you look at over the course of your time here entering year 3, division rivalries, right? Border battle with the Packers, going down to the Bears, winning at Soldier Field is a pain in the backside every single time, it feels like. And those Lions, so similar to what he was talking about, 100 best players in the NFL, the Lions are kind of the darlings of the league right now. Everyone loves Dan Campbell. Looks like he's got the pulse of his players and all that. But you're talking about going against certain pass rushers. They got a pretty good one over there in Aiden Hutchinson.
For sure.
And at the end of the season, a chance to maybe hoist that division banner again for the second straight year.
Yeah.
You got 2 of your final 3 against the Kitties and Aiden. I love these division
No doubt.
matchups in these battles, right?
For sure, no doubt, 100%. And they always had our number. Since I've been here, we haven't won in Detroit yet, so that's definitely going to be a exciting matchup going there week 18, but we got to get there first.
You guys open with Tampa, and then you immediately play that quick Thursday game against Philly in Philly. Is that something players like? If win, lose, or draw on Friday, you can move on from it. Do you like the quick Thursday game?
Oh, yeah, for the most part. You know, it's coming fast, so we got to kind of just flush everything out that happened that game before, and we know we got 4 days to prepare for this next one. So, yeah, definitely starting with Tampa and then going back to Philly again. That's going to be a good one.
Last one for me. What's it like? You know, you got Jordan Addison. You guys took another offensive weapon with the first pick in the first round. What's it like seeing him kind of become a pro football player, become a man out there in front of all you guys?
Oh, it's definitely crazy. Once I seen we picked him, I remember playing back in college at Virginia Tech. He was at Pitt, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
he was giving our boys work. So just knowing how special that our offense is going to be with him, KJ, and then him, wherever they put Jordan at, it's going to be special. And then we got TJ inside as well. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fireworks.
We're 5 days out from preseason game number 1, and preseason game number 1 in your first year is a lot different than preseason game number 1 in your third year. So
Right.
talk about a little bit your mindset going into the first preseason game that you ever participated in compared to this year, even though you may not play like we've seen in the past with a lot of the starters getting a lot of rest.
No doubt, it's definitely kind of different. I remember my rookie year, I didn't even play in the preseason or anything like that, so I really never had like that kind of moment. And then coming in the last year, we only had to play in one. But I definitely feel like for those guys, like those rookies, they know like there's a lot on the line and they're making this team and stuff like that. So you're just trying to go out there and execute and not try to make too many mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen, but it's all about the next play, so it's going to be exciting.
Well, thank you, Christian, very much for joining us. Hopefully next year when we talk to you, you're in the top 10 of the NFL list. And hopefully you guys have a great year, and you lead the way at that left tackle position.
No
Thank
doubt.
you very much.
Appreciate y'all.
That's Christian Darrisaw of the Minnesota Vikings, number 71. We come back, we'll kind of recap what we've been talking about and a lot of other things right here on The Fan.